Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you do this. Welcome to Hackett presents Funnybone, a virtual stand-up comedy competition organized by Code, the community of developers. We are the Student Association of Department of Computer Science and Engineering of Christ College of Engineering, Kerala. So you might be wondering, why would a bunch of computer science engineering students organize a stand-up comedy competition? Because we would like to laugh at something other than our life and our grades. On a much serious and not standing note, Funnybone is brought to you by VChat Presents Hackett, which is a mega online hackathon which will be conducted from 26 January to 8th of February. Our theme for hackathon is online education, and this is the same topic our finalists will be fighting today. And let's welcome now our beloved judges. We have Ritu Yadav and Rizwa Rafi. Ritu Yadav is a public speaker enthusiast, under 25 open mic winner, and entrepreneurship lead. And she's a very bubbly and talented student. And then we have Rizwa Rafi, who is also a public speaker, general knowledge enthusiast, and a movies lover, and a high-spirited, talented member of Acharya Institute of Graduate Studies, Bangalore. And I am the host of the evening. My name is Priyanka. So now let's start our battle. So we have as our finalists today Amrit, Nitin, Digvijay, Nakul, and Answer. Before we start the show, I request all the audience members to kindly turn on your camera so that it boosts the performance of our participants and also that we get to see some new faces. So a win-win situation. So judges and audience, please use yourselves as we welcome our first contestant, that is Nitin from Kerala. Hello, Nitin. Nitin?
Hello.
You may start now. You have 7 minutes on the clock.
Okay. Hey, guys. Okay. So let me start off. Hi, hello, namaste. So let me start off with the statement that when I say the statement, there's like a dangerous and receiving ends that I've always received slaps, insults, and even fumigation. And let me say the statement to you, it is how 2020 has been the best year of my life. Yes, I repeat, 2020 has been the best year of my life. You know what happens? I'm a high school student. I have just finished my high school with, I'm just 19 years old right now. So I never got this freedom and liberation in order to just have fun. So COVID has actually helped me in such a way that I could have a lot of freedom, where we could actually lie down in bed and get classes done. That was actually dreams of so many boys like all of you here today. Even including in my school days, I used to think like, okay, if we ever had days to come, like where we can actually lie down in bed and think about days that we can attend classes live, and that was something like a dream come true moment. And I bet almost all of you here, most of you don't read newspapers, same like that. Even I used to never read newspaper until the beginning of this year. Back then, hey wait, do you read Tinkle? Anyone of you read Tinkle in the house? Okay, if you read the Tinkle comic, believe me, Indian newspapers are much better alternatives. You get that, that's all. It's like brave men drinking hand sanitizers for the first and the last time. Painting masks, okay? Painting masks in order to, in an attempt to fool the fools of, wait. To fool the fools. Okay, who are we fooling here, guys? Okay, then comes the dandiya. Oh my good lord. There was a time when people used to take my mom's crockery and we used to go out and we used to play dandiya. It's like dandiya, all those things, you know, to scare the bejesus of the coronavirus, you know, in such a way that you beat some utensils and the virus goes out. It's like it gets scared away and it just runs. And the same thing happens. And yet another best thing about this lockdown days is that I got plenty of time in such a way that I could actually prepare or learn multiplication tables of 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, don't twist me right now because 8 7s are... Okay. I know the answer, but don't just twist me right now over that. Okay. You people thought about, okay, Have you ever wondered how Baiju Anand or Baiju Chetan? I would like to call him Baiju Chetan because he's like my neighbor. He's like my neighbor. I don't have to call him Mr. Baiju. It's like too, what do you say? He's too high. Like it's too high for me to actually climb on that ladder. So it's better for me to say Baiju Anand. So that guy, okay, I guess he would have gone to some palm reader or someone and he would be like, okay, hey, Babuji, Guruji, please give me one solution, Guruji, because I started my company in the year of 2011 and right now I have not even one company has given me any project. So can you please give me any solution? Son, please wait. Nothing to worry. Just show me a hand. Let me just go through. Take it, okay? And he would be reading and he will be like, okay, hey, Baiju, this is the best year of your life. If you get this year, you're sorted. You know, Indian parents are going to go crazy, Baiju. Indian parents are going to go crazy about their kids, okay? Start teaching Baiju. Okay, so what should I do? Okay, treat them. Baiju, don't be stupid, Baiju. I get to say the jokes, Baiju. Don't be stupid here. Teach, Baiju, teach. Teach not your kids, but somebody else's kids, okay? Promise all those parents that they're going to get All India rank 1. Okay, but Guruji, there's only one All India rank 1. But at the same time, that's okay. Just simply say to everyone, they wouldn't care. But do you want to be successful or not? Because what happens, I can prophesy saying that even the Zoom guy, the Eric Q1 guy would actually come up with a plan of making Zoom, to launch Zoom. Okay, which, yes, then after that comes out is the Vedantu. Okay, guys, you people all here use television, right? Take your remotes and switch on your TV. First thing will be like a Vedantu teacher with a subscription subscription plans and everything. And those students who are actually being paid in order to be happy, in order to act happy while studying. Do you think any one of you is happy to study? My foot, you are. Okay, then comes the white hat hacker. I took 4 long years in order to study hacking. Okay, not hacking, that too, like basic, like, do you call people those who studied HTML and CSS as professional software developers? Because, okay, if you call, I'm sorry, I'm not one. Okay, because what happens, this person, I studied coding for like 4 years and there was this Nathur under my building who knows everything about computers. Like, I took 4 years and this guy took like 4 weeks or something. Even the child that's born yesterday is a coder now. Like everybody knows coding. It's like only I'm left out with 4 years. Then about the homeworks. Guys, remember about how our teachers used to give us homeworks? How our teachers used to give homeworks in such a way that, okay, write an essay about how internet is evil. You know, those same teachers who were 100% against all these kinds of internet and all those activities, who named it as too evil, too not Indian, too modern, okay, are like right now sitting in front of computers for 5 to 6 hours in front of the same, in front of the same websites, I guess. Yeah. Then comes, there's something that never changes in our school life. Can anybody name it, please? One of you. Hello, house. Okay, I'll get it because I got the time. Okay, it's a school uniform. It's a school uniform because I guess most of you would have learned something like the J.J. Thomson plum cake model, right? That was the only cake model that I've learned, okay, of atom. Okay, and this guy said that, okay, it even that modified in such a way, but our school uniforms, it never changes. School uniforms are the same thing. Even over there, we are just supposed to like put on our shirt, put on our tie, just sit down. But I don't get the fact why the teachers don't know what we're wearing underpants. Like actually, because if we were told to stand, okay, Nathan, stand up on the chair with your hands up, okay, the teachers would go fainting. Like, believe me. Okay, then comes the bladder. This is a part that I've never got any clarity from my teachers, otherwise, even from my friends. I got so many friends whose parents are teachers. So these friends of mine are like, okay, bladder, okay, what happens? You have to ask your friends, you'll have to ask your teachers in order to use the washroom. That's so bullshit. It's so bad. It's so bad in such a way that your teacher is the one who controls your bladder. It's like, okay, Nathan, you can't use the washroom now because you got 0.2 ml pending. So it's okay, you can sit over there. Okay, Tejas, you can't use the washroom now. You've got like 6.7 liters to refill. It's okay, stay in the class. And my teacher, she knows that I'm very, very weak in biology. More than math, I'm much weak in biology. So she knows that every single time that I come up to her asking permission for toilet, first thing she would say is that, okay, Nathan, recess is just over, so why didn't you use it then? And second thing she would say is that since she knows she used my inadequate knowledge as an trump card, and she's like, okay, you can use the washroom if you can tell me how the urination process is to the entire class. And what am I supposed to do? I simply just go back and sit in my place because that's much better. You'll have to explain why. Okay. Then the most useful thing that I've ever felt in our school day life is something like one-arm distance, because that's something that we all practice right now in this current situation. All of us are told to, okay, in my home especially, my dad often says, okay, Nitin, social distance from the fridge because you're growing bulkier. Okay, even the shirt buttons of even the buttons of my shirt are starting to social distance from each other in such a way that they're splitting. It's like it goes up and down. And yes, there are the main trick about online classes is the attendance, guys, because what happens in attendance, there are some few good teachers that we actually pray for. It's like those teachers just come, they're like so good genie people who just comes in, teaches, goes, that's all. Okay, they wouldn't care whether anybody is there inside or whether anybody is actually bothering to hear what they're doing. But at the same time, there are some other CBI authorized people who just comes in and he's like, okay, this guy is sleeping till 10, okay, done, fired, go jail, done. It's like such kind of teachers. And yes, and then comes the school reopening. All this right now, it's like Christmas season, and all the mood of Christmas season is actually going so cool. So this mood of Christmas season is completely ruined because of one news hearing that schools are going to reopen. And not the schools only, the educational institutions are going to reopen. Oh, boo, man, who said? Like, it's going to reopen. Why? Why is it reopening ever again? Like, it's like, I thought my schools are done. Like, no more going to school, no more packing up, no more waking up in the morning, just run. And all that is coming to an end. And it's sad, obviously, for all of you who are sitting here, it is sad. I guess, remember my name. My name is Nitin, and well, that's all now for folks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Nitin. Hello guys, I'm late, but my name is Mishana and I'll also be your co-host for the day. So I'll be welcoming the next participant. So next we have Amrit from all the way from Odisha.
Hey, thanks. Thanks, Mishana. Guys, if you could just turn your audio and video on, it'd be like really great. See, basically comedy is a two-way thing, right? If I tell you something and you don't laugh at it, I'll do more shitty jokes then. Okay, that's the basic premise of mine. Guys, if you could just turn your audio on, at least it'll be like really great. If you don't have a lot of background noise, then you can turn your audio on. If it's a little bit of noise, that I'll consider my feedback. Sounds good enough?
Yeah.
Okay, at least one person. So I'm going to rest the whole set on you, Bijoy. Guys, do you understand Hindi? Like, are you guys okay with Hindi if I switch in between?
No, English is not right.
इसलिए बोला था यार Mike.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Yes,
So
yes.
No, English is enough. English is enough.
Okay, so sometimes I'll switch between Hindi. Okay, so yeah.
Give
it up for your Before I start, please give it up for your host and Nitin. I think Nitin was the only act जो stand up comedy कर रहा था. बाकी सब तो हम बैठ के कर रहे हैं. तो देख लेना.
Nice.
Yeah, guys. So yeah, don't you think like this is a very weird time to do comedy? Like in the afternoon, I just took my bath and I came back, and you can clearly see. Do you guys think I have long hair?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Like the problem.
Vijay sir.
The problem. Yeah. Okay, so basically one rule of a comedy show is that whenever I'm telling you a joke, you can tell me a joke, but in writing, not speak it out loud. Okay, that's a basic rule. Okay. Anyway, so I was talking about. See, I have long hair. The problem is back in my free time. No, I used to think that sometimes I just want to be a small little girl. No, the problem is now I look like one.
Okay.
Wait. Let me help you guys visualize it. Does this help?
Yeah. This guy
Helps a lot.
I really like it. Okay, I really like this Zoom video filters thing because it makes proxy so much easier. My teacher is taking attendance in my class. He tells Amrita, I say yes sir. Then he moves on to Amrita, and then I also say yes sir. and it's easier this way.
Yes, good. Yes.
So easy way to give proxy, man. But yeah, dude. What else I was talking about? Yes, I was talking about my hair. Yeah, I'll tell you one, two more things about my hair, and then I move into the topic.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a good one.
my hair is making me the side chick of my own relationship. It's getting weird, you know.
Okay.
And but because of my hairstyle, I finally figured out the reason behind all my failed relationships. It's the Snape haircut. One guy ruined it for everyone. Yeah. All of you guys are CS people, right? Like most of you guys are
Yes,
from
yes.
CS.
Yeah,
Any
yeah.
Yes.
designers? Any designer over here? UI UX designer? Give me a chair.
Vijay.
Ooh.
Vijay.
Yeah,
Yes.
awesome. I'll tell you one secret. Okay, for the rest of you guys, do you know what's the favorite song of a UI designer? It's
I know that one. That's an old one. I know that one.
yeah.
That's the one.
Okay, thank you for telling my joke, Vijay. Now I
Yeah.
wish you were mute. But
Get new material, dude.
anyways, man, what else can I talk about? I can talk about Zoom classes because that's the topic. And usually, we are not used to doing stand up in which we have to talk about a specific topic. But we're making it getting on nostalgic here, because back in school we used to write essays on topic. Now you have to speak on topics. Yeah. But speaking of Zoom classes, guys, any of you have given Zoom online exams in Zoom?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a little bit overrated? Because see, we had our last semester on Zoom classes, okay? And the problem was 10-15 minutes into the class, someone turned on a YouTube video, dude. And
Yeah.
he was not on mute. He turned on the YouTube video. The worst part is the video was in Hindi. ठीक है वो हमारा कंपाइलर डिजाइन का एग्जाम चल रहा है बैकग्राउंड में बज रहा है आज हम सीखेंगे कंपाइलर डिजाइन don't want to hear that, dude. The worst part was everyone switched back to Zoom. Okay, we are giving an exam. Everyone switched back to Zoom. All the students were laughing, and we're expecting the teacher would come in and he will point it out. Ki, nahi, this is wrong. You should stop it. But the teacher was doing nothing. क्योंकि it turns out आज हम सीखेंगे compiler design was this teacher's channel. बोले थे हाँ देख लो views बढ़ेगा. Like, on dude. Yeah. What else? I was thinking about this one thing. I have been doing a lot of Zoom classes, so I was thinking about this one thing. What are Zoom classes best for? And I thought about it a lot, and I think Zoom classes are the best places where you can commit suicide. Yeah. Think about it, how interesting it would become, right? कि मतलब टीचर पढ़ा रहा है, तुम बीच में से रस्सी लेके आएगा, and the teacher is like, नहीं मेरे को rope वाला magic नहीं देखना है. Now you're all set up. You have put up your setup, and then you stand on the stool. And the teacher goes like, "ये actual classroom नहीं है. तेरे को punishment नहीं दिया है. तू stool पे खड़ा नहीं होना है तेरे को." And the why I tell you it's the best idea. It's because 10-15 minutes into the class, the teacher puts your video on spotlight, and everyone's mind is blown. Because everyone now thinks that you can do actual magic. Because तू screen पे float कर रहा है, dude.
Fuck no. No.
गांड लोग उनको लग रहा है कि मतलब ऐसा ऑटो रोटेट ऑन हो गया फोन घुमा के सही में हो गया क्या लेकिन they don't believe we can do magic. But yeah, speaking of magic, I'm a card magician. Okay, I do card tricks, but I don't like showing magic trick to girls because anytime I tell them to think of a card, they always think of the green card. Yeah. Not a good trick. But this Zoom classes is not teaching a lot of good things. Especially my teachers, they are taking the wrong inspiration of the Zoom classes. Because of the Zoom classes, they now think that they have normalized muting students. They have practiced a lot in Zoom classes, and it turns out people don't like it when you actually physically disable them, dude. Don't like it. Muting kids not an option. Okay. What else? Anyone is keeping time? I forgot I should keep time. Awesome.
Yes, yes.
Okay. I'll do a couple of more jokes, and clearly this is not going anywhere. So I'll do a couple more jokes and leave you guys be. Nitin was talking about this bathroom problem, bladder problem, right? I think Nitin, you're in a very good position, man. Because I was a dumb kid. I was a dumb kid, yeah. Like back till my 8th and 9th grade, मेरे को लगता था कि sir, ladies problem is the keyword to go to toilet. क्लास के बीच में खड़ा होकर बोला sir, ladies problem. That's the thing. Like it took me a good good while to realize it. But don't you think it's such a beautiful excuse? That's the thing. I just wanted such an excuse for myself. I wanted that एक दिन मैं घर वापस आऊँ, मम्मी मेरे को पूछे टिफिन खत्म क्यों नहीं हुआ, तो मैं बोलूंगा कि मम्मी लेडीज प्रॉब्लम आप नहीं समझोगी. That is what I wanted to do, man. Yeah, definitely you can speak in between the set. That is all the show is for.
Others, can you please mute your mics if you have some other disturbances?
Yeah, it's okay. That's better than laughs, you know. Like that's the feedback that I was looking for. But
You got it now.
anyways, I'll do this last joke and then I'll leave you guys be. A lot of people, they tell about the inspiration of comedy, like where they get their inspiration to do comedy. I'll tell you, it was one of my teachers. Okay, one of my teachers, he was the basic inspiration from me doing stand-up. क्योंकि उनके जिंदगी का भी same motto था. His motto in life was whatever you do it while standing up. उनको actually piles था. So,
Okay. That was a good one. Yeah.
I'll go cry in a corner, consider my life decision. Please get back to your host, Mishana, you guys. Woo!
Thank you, Amit. That was a really good performance.
So Priyanka, I'm so sorry that I was late and we couldn't do our jokes bit.
It's okay, Mishana. I actually thought of a better one while you were gone. So, why do you call it the novel coronavirus? Anyone?
I think you should tell the answer. Yeah.
Okay, it's a long story. Get it? No one? Okay.
Please, no, get off the stage. Get off the stage.
Okay, wait. I have a better one. So, to everyone. So, what kind of jokes are allowed during quarantine?
What
kind of jokes?
I'll tell the answer. Inside jokes. Okay, I got my own.
We don't want host. We don't want host. That's even worse. That's even worse.
Yeah,
we don't want host.
Yeah, it's okay.
Host,
we are stopping.
Remove yourself.
Yes, we will be stopping now. So Priyanka, you can call out our actually funny contestants. So yeah, Priyanka, let's call our next one.
Next, we have Anson from Kerala. So give it up for Anson. Come on, guys.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, 1 minute, 1 second. Yeah, am I visible to you guys? Am I visible? Hello, am I visible and audible enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so let's begin the session. There were two contestants beforehand, and one guy is talking about online classes, bladder problems, and many more things of that sort. And the another guy who had a bit of a hair and making mean jokes. Yeah, it was truly funny. And now it's my turn. And yeah, you guys have no other choice other than sitting there and hearing to whatever crap things I'm going to talk about over the session, because it's after all my show. So just try to interfere and say whatever comments you want to say, because it's after all a stand-up. And I really do thank Amrit for making it much more in a conversation style, because definitely comedy is meant for making conversations and putting it in the right way. So coming into the topic, it is all about online education, online training, and all, where we all are successfully going to engineering examinations after successfully cheating the online test series and all. That's what we are good at. Basically, when I'm talking about this, I was thinking about something else. Like, just imagine the occasion where Harry Potter had to attend the Hogwarts institution in an online mode. How crazy could that be if Harry Potter had to attend it that way? like this, we could have lost a ton of good movies by J.K. Rowling and all, like written by her, and we would have lost all by that concern. And beyond all that, during this period of lockdown, also the attitude, the mindset of the people have changed, especially the universities, right? Because what I'm talking about, because universities, all of them are trying their best to conduct the examinations in one way or the other. I have no idea why the hell, because it's like they have found out a vaccine. And the vaccine in their mindset is our ID cards. Just the moment we show our ID cards, they have found out the vaccine. There's no idea how they do that. But still, because why do they want to conduct examination? They have to, they have no other choice. But still, let them do what they want to. But also coming to talk about what people think right now, because earlier when the corona all issue had began, people were so concerned about wearing masks like N95 and 35 and 65, 75. I just said some numbers. I don't even know whether that mask exists or not. I just said it because people are concerned when the the protective concern of the mask graph increases when there is a number within its name. So that's what we were concerned before, but now it's not like that. We wear masks that we want to wear. We just take on the mask that actually suits our dress pattern, dress color. Now, none of you guys are wearing a mask. I know that definitely, but still, if you're going outside, especially girls, specifically need some specific colors. And like Amrit also might be concerned a bit about wearing mask because also he has got a bit of a hair and a lot of appearance style. So definitely he would be going that way to make sure that mask suits his color and all that. But still, after all, it's lockdown. We guys are enjoying it in one way or the other. But when coming to talk about online education and all, I would like to talk about something else, some experiences that I had to face, and I would like to talk about that with some one friend of mine. One friend of mine is there along with me, so yeah, I will talk about it with a guitar. So that's what I think music initiates much more better presence of mind and all that. Because whatever bullshit crap I'm gonna say, this is gonna make it a little more better. Because I know I have nothing else to say after all. I have nothing else to say. To be honest, I have nothing else to say. So this is about this online education, and it's not a song. It's actually my sharing of my experiences, right? So I'm gonna say about what I had a crush in my college. I had a crush in my college. Yeah, I'm gonna say about that because this online education had made me much more, better platform for initiating conversations and also, yeah, that's it. This is a song dedicated to all those couples and singles who are attending the session because they want to hear it, no matter what. They have to hear it. I had a crush in my college online class, and her name was. Sorry, I'm not going to say her name because maybe in this participant list she might be there. So I would be ruined because after this session too, I have to attend this session. So I'm not going to say that. Apologies for that. So let's continue with that. Continue with our session. Yeah. I had a crush in my college. I'm just repeating the lyrics basically because I have no idea what I'm singing. I'm out of the lyrics. But when we have a guitar in our hand, we can make whatever we want to, a much more romantic and in a style that we want to put it into. That's it. So that's what I'm trying to stick on to it. So yeah, I had girl, I had a crush. So I was just one day going through online class and I saw her presence I saw her name within the chat box and I just got concerned about the name was cute enough for me to attract. So yeah, that's a better part of online education. We get opportunities that we wouldn't have got before. We get to know what her name and all is. And yeah, I just went through Instagram, FB, and all over the places. And I just got into her and I thought about beginning an online conversation. Now, when I'm talking about this, I know this couples who are saying this might really, really feeling that what's this guy saying all about? But yeah, that's why I say it's a melodic tone when I say about couples. But singles, they have a sad, devastating tone because entirely lockdown, all of us have been so sad, and a major share of those people who are trying to reopen, who want the colleges to open, are those single guys. So let's just stop them. Yeah, and I tried to initiate a conversation. I began with a hi, and I just carried on with what I wanted to. And in the meanwhile, unknowingly, I didn't know. I just pressed some keys on my keyboard. It was Zoom meeting. I didn't know the conversation was specifically for everyone. I thought it was specifically for a person. I didn't know that. So I just said, "What's up? How's it going?" In the Zoom itself, I tried to initiate the conversation, and the whole bunch of students and the faculty, the professor who was teaching it was also concerned, and he was also like, "Yeah, it's good." Even he was interested in the conversation, and everyone was like responding to me, and I had also said some bullshit stuff that they were not interested, but still I went on. But in the meanwhile, in the middle context, I just lost the professor with a network issue. He had faced network issue, and yeah, he had gone with it. But the sad part is that I didn't know what happened. I didn't know what had actually happened. But the truth was that it was the professor who was actually taking the audio connection from her daughter's phone, and I was so far up to that moment consistently trying to flirt with the goddaughter of the professor itself. Now that's it. That's the sad part where I disgustingly fail in whatever I try to do. And yeah, that was a failure, a story of my failure throughout. But all of this, up to this point, what I have said is a bunch of lies because, yeah, I'm in a mechanical engineering branch and there are no girls in my classroom. So yeah, if I saw an opportunity, so I went for it, and yeah, I failed in it. If you want to believe it, just go for it, or else just think about it as a lie, because yeah, maybe what if that guy, that specific girl was a guy like Amrit and all, who I thought was a girl, then it would have been a failure. Yeah, it was my failure after all. So that's it. That's it. I'm signing off. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is me, Anson Joseph.
Thank you so much, Anson. Let's all give it out for the mech guitar guy, Anson. So, guys, yes. So, guys, I've got one more joke. You have to let me say this. So, WHO announced that dogs cannot contract COVID-19, and the dogs previously held in quarantine can now be let out. So, just to be clear, who let the dogs out?
Okay, Mushana, I think we should stop.
No,
no more with our jokes, okay? So let's call our next contestant, Nakul from Karnataka. Nakul?
Hello.
Hello, hi, Nakul.
First of all, I have realized that more than half my audience is from Kerala. So I have one question. Sugamana.
Sugamana, Nakul.
Now, I have to address this. I don't appreciate Anson using the guitar because all the girls have already voted for him. So I don't appreciate it. Anson, I don't. Secondly, someone mentioned that he is a magician. He does cards, magic with cards. Well, even I'm a card magician. My mother gives me her credit card and then magic. So today, one more thing, except for promotion in your school, the number 4th guy doesn't get much advantages because half my jokes are already gone. So thank you again. Online education. That's not what I want to call it. I'm going to call it what is happening in his house. Because half the people in the class don't turn off their mics. And you can hear everything that is happening in their house. I know more about my friends' parents in lockdown because they can't keep their mic off. So now I know that my friend's father can't have 5 parampori because his mother yells, "Madi!" Not fair, not fair. Huh? Now, online classes for us, it makes sense. But for kids, small kids, 7-year-olds have online classes. UKG, the mother is brushing the child's teeth, right? So the teacher's going A, B, C, D, and this child is going E. Not happening, man. 1.5 lakh fees, 7-year-olds have to pay 1.5 lakhs to school. What?
Richard, can you mute your mic, please?
Yes, but
Richard, yeah, okay. Nakul,
thanks, Richard. Thanks, Richard, for breaking my flow. Thank you. So 1.5 lakhs for 7-year-old kids, man. What a scam. That's why they're doing online classes to justify the 1.5 lakhs. Now, when you talk about money, you'll always have that one grandparent popping out from somewhere. They'll be watching the same TV show whole day, but when you talk about money, they'll come out from somewhere. And you know the dialogue they say, in my time, I used to walk 15,000 kilometers, swim 3 kilometers, fly 2 kilometers. Till date, I haven't spent 1.5 lakhs. Then I want to say this to my grandfather, but it when I talk to my grandfather, I can't speak. So I want to say this to him. I want to tell him that when you were there, Kerala was not a city. When you were alive, Kerala was not a city. When you were alive, Dodo was still existing in the planet. When you were alive, Queen Elizabeth was still queen. Yeah, whatever. Now, coming back to the topic, online education. There are some advantages. It's not all bad. Let me tell you some advantages. You can eat in online class. Now, I know all of you people in this thing are like, even I eat in class also. What is so special? Well, can you eat looking into your teacher's face? Like, sir is telling you the formula and you're looking at him and can you do that? You can't. And can you go to the washroom without your teacher asking that one question? When you ask the teacher, can I go to the washroom? The first thing the teacher asks is the most logical thing apparently is why? I said, can I use the washroom? The teacher asks me, why? I said, ma'am, I have to do a painting. What do you mean? Why would I want to go to the washroom? Nonsense, man. Scam, very scam. Now, the most important difference between a normal class and an online class is it's a beautiful feature. Huh? You can mute the teacher. You can mute him. You don't like what he's saying, mute him. In real life, you can't do that. Your teacher is scolding you. You can't click and say, you can do this. You can just, he won't speak to you. Now, I hope there are no teachers in this Zoom call because I'm going to disclose the perfect way to bunk classes. Firstly, you have to hate the subject you're attending. People who like their subjects can never bunk classes because it doesn't work. You have to hate your subject. Now, I'm not going to reveal which subject I hate the most, simply because sulfuric acid is very dangerous. So yes, that's the first step. You've got to hate your subject. Second most important thing, rookies do this, They don't join the class only. That's a rookie mistake, man. Join your class, mute your teacher, and get out. Who cares? But that one friend is there on the class who doesn't know how to mute his thing. Palm dies. So that day we were in class, he's not muted, he's gone somewhere, and you know what he does? You know what he does, don't you? He goes to the website you're all thinking of. He types in what you want. Chi. All dirty people. I'm talking about Nityananda. It changed our life. Teacher also was so surprised. So yeah, that's pretty much it, dude. Thank you.
Let's give it up for Nakul. Also, guys, he is our youngest participant. So kudos to that too. Priyanka, can we invite the next participant?
Next, we have our final participant, that is Digvijay from Maharashtra.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm from Maharashtra, so I'm really culturally insensitive to all the South Indian people. So sorry about that. So from youngest we go to oldest, right? So I see the average age of this room, and it makes me want to get married. It's like that's the feeling I got. It's like I should be talking about online classes. My kids should be talking about it. So okay, no. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for thank you to COD for making this possible. Here we go. So so who here has been at their parents' home during lockdown? Yeah, me too. Me too. Well, my parents are sweet traditional people. They don't get that much. They didn't get much schooling at the time, so they find it hard to grasp the concept of online education. So one day I was having a biology class, and there is my dad walking in the background with no shirt on. And the teacher stopped talking and said, "देखियो जय, I think आपके घर में भालू घुस गया है." My dad has a lot of body hair. You know what happened for the first 2 months of lockdown, that my back gave out. That I didn't have any back. I was sitting so much, and then I bought a chair with lumbar support. You guys know what lumbar support is? It's like the hand of God. My God, I believe in God after lumbar support. My stand up isn't even about chairs. I'm just a passionate consumer. So after I bought the chair, I had to do some very on like so many online classes for my MBA. So you know what? I thought I bought the chair. I should make my desk now, right? So I cleared all the books out, like, threw it out, and then my mom was like, "What are you doing?" And like, "Okay, I'm gonna pick it up." Okay. So I cleared all my books out from the table. I put a tablecloth on it, and then I put a big fat glass over it. And I wanted some papers underneath the glass so that I can have that feel, but I didn't have any papers. All of it was stored in the laptop. Like, I was very disappointed. So I put that broadband pamphlet in it. Every month I'll look at it only. I also bought that paperweight with free frozen flowers in it, and like I spun it around to have, like, I'm a student, okay? I was getting the feeling of a CEO in house. But guys, I made a grave mistake. I did not realize that my computer screen was facing the door of my room. So anyone who was, yeah, so anyone who was walking by can see what's on my screen. Yeah. So I was caught at the age of 24 by my mom watching porn. I wish that was the true story, but it isn't. I was caught watching something even more dangerous. I was caught. I was caught watching K-pop. BTS, to be honest. Now I believe that there is no definition to masculinity, and no one should be bullied for what they look or how they speak like. But मेरी भोली माँ को कौन समझाए? She reached the most obvious conclusion that I'm gay. I'm watching pretty guys on TV. Well, it didn't help that the song was named "Boy with Love."
Yeah.
That night, I told my parents that I was going on a trek with my friends, and they were oddly concerned, and they were asking a lot of questions. Yeah, how many days is it? Are you guys staying together? And like, mom, yes. And like, instead of asking any more questions, they were like, "Beta, tum shadi kar lo. Huh? It's time." Like, what? I'm just 25. But yeah, I think looking at the room, I think they were right. I don't want to marry. I went to the trek and I came back, and my father, like, I was like, "Oh mom, I'm so tired, everything hurts. I need to go to rest." Like, my father is everything okay, son? And like, nahi dad, thoda kamar mein dard hai. And my parents reached to some conclusions, and a tear rolled out from my father's eyes. That was the first time I saw my father cry. So yeah, I think that is my set. To all the comics, thank you. You're funny, and thank you.
Thank you, Digvijay. That was the end of Hackett Presents Funnybone.
So we'll be publishing the results out very soon through our Instagram page. So everyone stay tuned to Hackett in Instagram. So as we are at the end, I would like to invite our judges to say a few words, to share your experiences. So Rizwa.
Hey guys. So to all the participants, you were really good. It was genuinely funny. And especially shout out to what's his name? Nakul. I really liked your part. And yeah, I'm honored to have been able to witness it. And all the best to all the contestants. You were really good. So yeah.
Thank you, Rizwa, for being with us. And Litu.
Yeah, so hi everyone, it's Litu here, and I obviously had a great time listening to each and every one of you. Like, every one of you had a different story to say, and Nitin, Amrit, Jose, Nakul, and Digvijay, you guys did an amazing job. And obviously, Nakul, you were the youngest, and um, wow, you are actually setting, your own bars higher. So, first of all, congratulations to each and one of you for making it to the finals, and all the best. So yeah, that's it. And I had a great time, and thank you for giving us a great time, not just making us feel like we're judges and actually involving and being and talking according to the topic. So thank you for having us.
Thank you, Lito, for being with us.
So it was a delight to have our wonderful panel of judges, contestants who loved us out of our bones, and our amazing audience. Thank you each and everyone to making today possible.
So thank you once again, guys. So follow us on our website, beachhack.cc.edu.in to keep updated and know more about our mega virtual hackathon, which will be conducted from 26 January to 8 February, which has a prize pool of rupees 1 lakh. So get the words out and follow us on all our on all our social media handles with the name HackEd. And on Instagram, we'll be publishing your results as well. And to those who don't have Instagram, we will try to let the results reach you personally. So thank you once again for being with us here today.
Thank you, everyone. So you can leave the meet now.